Oh my gosh, don't you guys just love granny squares? You can do so many different things with them. It's just amazing. And I can sit and make granny squares all day long. I really, really enjoy them. So today we're going to make some fingerless gloves or texting gloves out of granny squares. Isn't that cute? So what you will need is your yarn, of course. I'm going to use I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby in the color of walnut. And this is what they call a stone wash. It's got this little, I don't know, I just like that. It makes it a very interesting yarn. It's not like a variegated that I love the colors, but I have a tough time figuring out what to do with it. And then I'm going to use my Premier Basics linen color for my wristband, the finger band, and around the thumb. So let's get started. What you're going to need is 4 granny squares. When you make your granny square, now mine is 3 rounds. It is done with a 6mm hook. You want it to just fit your hand. Now, I have always considered myself to have kind of a large hand for a female. So this is 3 rounds done with a 6mm hook. Obviously, 2 rounds is very small. So if that would be too big for your hand, if you have very ladylike hands, then you're going to want to switch to a smaller hook. Now, there are like a bazillion types of granny squares out there, and you can make whatever kind of granny square you want. I decided to go with this solid style granny square. So let's get started on how to do that. So we're going to start with a slip knot and chain 4. Join with a slip stitch to your first chain, chain up 3, and do a double crochet into the center of your circle. Make sure you don't end up in one of the chain stitches. Okay, so I have 2. One is my chain 3 and 1 double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2 and do a cluster of 4 double crochets. Chain 2 and do another cluster of 4 double crochets. Chain 2 and one last cluster of 4 double crochets. Chain 2, and now we're back around where we started. We only have 2 double crochets there, so we need to do 2 more. So 1 and 2, and slip stitch to join to the top of your chain 3. So you should have 4 clusters of 4 double crochets. So now we're going to chain 3 and work a double crochet into each stitch. In this case, because we're just on round 2, we've got 2 and we're at a corner. We're going to do 2 double crochets, chain 2, and do 2 more double crochets, And then we want to double crochet into each stitch across. And don't miss this first stitch. You might have to pull this back just a little bit. So you want to have 4 double crochets, 1 in each stitch. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 double crochets into the corner. It's 1, 2, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets into the corner. And then 1 double crochet into each stitch. You should have 4. And you're going to repeat that all the way around till you get to the other side. So when you make it around to the other side, you will slip stitch to join to the top of your chain 3, chain 3, and we're going around again. This will be our final round. So you want 1 double crochet into each stitch. It's 1, 2, 3, and then 2 in the corner. Chain 2, 2 more in the corner. And then 1 into each stitch. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stitches to go across. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we are back at a corner. So it's 2 double crochets. Chain 2. And 2 double crochets. And then 1 in each stitch. And you repeat that all the way around till you get back to where you started. So once you finish, you slip stitch to join and work in your ends, which I have already done. And then we are ready to assemble our mitt. So tell me, what kind of interesting things have you made with granny squares? I would just love to know, because I'm always looking for fresh new ideas. And you can tell me down below in the comment section. So what we want to do now is let's find the 2 sides that we joined on, because you get that little knotty thing. And we want to face them right sides together. And if you look, because we worked on one side, there is a difference between right side and wrong side. This is the back. That is the front. So we want our sides that we joined to be on the same side. And we're going to face them right sides together. So now we're going to join that side. You start with a slip knot if you want, or you can just go right into your corner. And I'm going to do it the same way I did my other one so it doesn't come up looking different. And slip stitch to join, and then do a single crochet right into that same corner space. I want to work over top of my end so I don't have to go back in and weave it in. Then we're going to go into each stitch and just line them up and make sure you have the same, stitch on the front square as you do on the back square. And you're just going to single crochet them together, going all the way across. Make sure your stitches line up. And we'll meet when we get it to the other end. So when you make it to the end, make sure you go into your corner and do a single crochet. And then we are done with that side. So we're going to cut, fasten off. We'll have that end to work in. And we're going to come over to the other side. Now the other side, this is where our thumb is going to be. So we're going to start in the corner. Join with the chain. And then a single crochet back into that same corner space. And lining up our stitches, we're going to do a single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And fasten off. We're going to come over to the other corner and do the same thing. We're going to join in the corner space. Remember, however you want to join. So slip stitch back into the same corner space and do a single crochet. And then the next 3 stitches, do a single crochet. That's 2. And 3. And fasten off. So now you're going to want to work in those ends. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you've worked in your ends, you want to turn it right side out. And you can try it on your hand. Okay. So the bottom, doesn't matter which side you pick, we're switching to a 5mm crochet hook and our linen color yarn. So you want to start on your thumb side, and we're going to start with a standing single crochet on this one. And we're going to do a single crochet stitch into each stitch all the way around. Remember, you've switched to your 5mm hook, the smaller hook. So we're going to do some ribbing here. So 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around, and I will meet you back when I get mine finished. So once you make it all the way around, you want to slip stitch to join and chain 2. And in that same stitch, you're going to do a double crochet. And then we're going to do a double crochet into each stitch all the way around until we get back to the other side. And so when you make it around to the other side, you want to slip stitch into the top of your first double crochet, not your chain 2. And then we're going to chain 2. So in the first double crochet, we want to do a front post double crochet. And to do a front post double crochet, it is yarn over, go behind, through the front, behind the post and out the other side, yarn over and pull through. And then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 more. The next one, we want to do a back post double crochet, and that's pretty much the same. It's yarn over, but we're going to come from behind, come in front of the post, and back out the other side, yarn over and pull through 2. Don't be afraid to use your fingers to get the stuff out of the way. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Then we're going to come back around to the front and do a front post, and then a back post, and then a front post. So you're going to alternate front post, back post, all the way around the wristband until you get to the other side. And I will meet you there when I get around to mine. So I've made it all the way around, and now I'm going to slip stitch to join to the top of the first front post double crochet, not the chain 2. And then we will chain 2. And we're going for 2 more rounds of this. Now, it's easier this time because we've already got our stitches established. So our first one is a front post. We're doing the exact same pattern. And then a back post. Oops. Then a front post. And a back post. So work that all the way around, and you're doing it for 2 more rows. This one and 1 more. And I'll meet you back when I get my 2 rows completed. So once you make it all the way around with your 3 rows of your front post, back post, you're going to slip stitch to the top of your first front post, to slip stitch to join, fasten off, and you are finished with the wristband. Okay, so this is how we look so far. Now we want to come over to our thumb hole. So this one, we're going to join with a standing. Let me put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to join with a standing single crochet right here at the bottom of the thumb hole. Working over top of our end, and we're going to do a round of single crochet. 1 single crochet into each stitch, still using our 5mm hook. Once you make it all the way around, that little end is in my way there. Once you make it all the way around, you want to slip stitch to join to your starting standing single crochet, chain 1, and do a single crochet back into that same stitch, and do 1 more round of single crochet. And when you have made it all the way around, you'll slip stitch to join and fasten off, and you will have completed the thumb hole. Okay, I made it all the way around. Slip stitch into my first single crochet and fasten off, and you've completed the wristband and the thumb hole. So now we have the finger band. So we're going to join over here at our seam, still on the thumb side, with a standing single crochet. We're going to work over top of that end, and we're going to do 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around, still using your 5mm hook. And I will meet you back when I get my round completed. Once Once you make it all the way around, you're going to slip stitch to join to your standing single crochet, chain 1, and do a single crochet back into that same stitch, and then do 1 single crochet all the way around into each stitch. And I will meet you back when I have completed this round. So I've made it around, and now you want to slip stitch to join. Make sure that it is in your single crochet stitch and not the chain stitch. Now you can always use stitch markers if you get confused with what is your first stitch. So we slip stitch to join, chain 1, and do a single crochet back into the same stitch, and we go 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way around, and I will meet you back when I finish this round. So when you make it all the way around, you're going to slip stitch to join, fasten off, and now we have a few ends left to work in. So to work in your ends, you just need your yarn needle, and you just weave them in. And go back and forth a few times. All my ends are worked in, and these are ready to wear. So we just slide them on. Now, aren't those just the cutest ever? Fingerless mitts, texting gloves, and they're cute, and I just love the colors. So for more easy project ideas like this one, if you click this link over here, it will take you directly there.